downloadable content,
microtransactions,
DRM,
pre-order DLC,
dislocked content,
blind, stupid fucking fanboyism.
What's up, gamers? Welcome to Gamer Rant. Today, we are talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Let's jump into what they had to say. Now, ironically, I'm going to be reading you two versions of what they had to say, all right? I'm going to admit one of them was edited by Gamer Rant, by me, because I felt that something just needed to be more honest, all right? So here we go. Clarifying Modern Warfare Special Ops mode coming to all platforms. Lots of discussion and reaction to yesterday's news about Special Ops. We know you have questions and we want to clarify to be clear. Our all-new Special Ops mode will be releasing on all platforms on October 25th. We're looking forward to revealing Special Ops on October 8th. When we launch on October 25th, everyone on all platforms will be getting Modern Warfare, which includes Campaign, the all-new Special Ops mode, the entirety of multiplayer, which is a massive experience we've worked to create. Special Ops Survival is an additional classic mode that will be available on PS4. We have made changes this year with the goal to make the entire experience better for all of the Call of Duty community, including no season pass crossplay across all platforms, and that all post-release maps and modes will be coming to all platforms at the same time. We understand that some may still be disappointed excuse me, to not be able to play classic survival ops Survival Day 1. We hear you. Please know that we are working hard to make sure that this is the best Call of Duty we've ever made and the best experience possible for fans. That is what they wrote in its entirety. We're going to read the more honest response. Granted, it was edited by Gamer Rant, but it's still definitely more honest than the bullshit they're trying to lay claim to. And I just want to point out that, you know, the person that wrote this, their username is Ashton is Vulcan. I'm not really sure if that's referring to Vulcans, because Vulcan is also like a deity in I forget what mythology, but there is a Vulcan that is like a deity. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to assume that it has to do with Star Trek, and I just want to say that if Spock was real, he'd literally be like, this is illogical, because it is. And the fact that this person would even have the word Vulcan in his username and spit this garbage is an insult to Star Trek fans and Vulcans. Now let's read the edited version by Gamer Rant. Lots of discussion and reactions to yesterday's news about Special Ops. We know you have questions, and we don't care. To be clear, our all-new Special Ops mode will be releasing on all platforms on October 25th. We're looking forward to revealing Special Ops on October 8th, and don't give a shit about your concerns with loot boxes and Special Ops Survival mode being locked for a year to PS4. When we launch on October 25th, everyone on all platforms will be getting the Modern Warfare, which includes the campaign, the all-new Special Ops mode, and the entirety of multiplayer, but only PS4 players will get access to the Special Ops Survival mode, which is a massive experience we've worked to create and limit from PC and Xbox. Apparently I put a V instead of an X. Players. Special Ops Survival is an additional classic mode that will be available on PS4. So PC and Xbox fanboys can just go fuck themselves. We have made many changes this year with the goal to make the entire experience better for all Call of Duty community, except PC and Xbox, including no season pass, cross-play across all platforms, and that all post-release maps and modes will be coming to all platforms at the same time. We understand that some may still be disappointed to not be able to play Classic Special Ops Survival Year 1. We hear you and don't give a shit. Please know that we are working hard to make sure this is the best Call of Duty we've ever made and the best experience possible for PlayStation fans. I mean, I put PS4, but same thing, right? Same thing, yeah. All right, so if you're somehow curious how I did this, I'm in a browser. You just go down here, inspect, and then you can edit the HTML that way, all right? That's all I did, all right? I didn't make this post. There's not a duplicate post somewhere, and I just closed it. So we're just going to go like that real quick. All right, I got everything working. As you inherently saw, you know, this is relatively dishonest. Number one, they talk about making the best experience for fans, but clearly, like I wrote, and ironically, I took my edited version and I actually posted it itself on post from Infinity Ward. We'll see if they delete it or not, I guess. It's just really sad that, we have a company, well, it's not like surprising. We expect it. That gives a blank statement, not even apology. They don't actually touch on the actual issues or problems that their fans have. And they continuously talk about how they want to give the best experience to their fans possible, but yet they completely dodge and ignore the concerns that they have. And how is locking a mode for an entire year, which is basically the lifespan of this game, from PC and Xbox users? How does that make it better for them? I mean, there's a reason why, all funny and joking aside, that, I mean, this is quite serious. What my editing, this is more honest than the crap they wrote here. More truthful to what they actually mean and what they actually think toward their fan base. And, I would dare say that even though it says I added it in best experience possible for PS4 fans, I would say, honestly, they don't really give a shit about you. I mean, you were all just credit cards to them. But that could be said for many game developers and publishers, Electronic Arts. You're a credit card, not an actual person, not an actual fan. Same with BioWare or Bethesda. They definitely no longer have respect for their fan base. They only see their fan base as credit cards. I think that's one of the biggest problems in modern gaming, along with, all this microtransactions, loot boxes, and, timed exclusive modes, which is total bullshit. Total bullshit. It's just as bad as a timed exclusive game for a particular system. I would no more accept a time exclusive game on any console or even Steam, no more than I accept it on the Epic Game Launcher. And let's be real, that's what it is. And it's a launcher. It's not really a store. It is relatively not shocking. Sad that, we still see, especially a developer, that is more worried about I guess we could say, the consequences from what the publishers would do to them, if they just were open and honest with their fan base, if they actually cared about their fan base. Because I don't know about you, if it was me in charge at Infinity Ward, I honestly would put my fan base before the cock-juggling Thunder publishers. And I would come out and be like, I would be honest, if this was something that was not within our control, that was something the publisher did, then yes, as the lead person at Infinity Ward, that's what I would do. I'd go to Reddit and be like, I apologize for this PlayStation 4 exclusive mode. This was out of my hands, and this was all the work of Activision. But, we see developers that don't even do that. I mean, granted, if they start doing it, they probably just saw this video and are just trying to play some bullshit sympathy card now. But I digress. That's the biggest problem within gaming, is these developers, even though they're a part of this larger company, they just continuously show they don't give a shit. You're nothing but a credit card to them. You're not a fan or just a person in general, because they put the means of the publisher before the means of you. And I don't know about you, but, as a gamer, if I was in that position, especially a lead position at a game developing company, and when I say lead position, I'm talking like the top of the food chain at the developing company, that's what I would be doing, I would put you, the fans, first and be like, well, here's the reasons why. Honest and truthful. And I would give two shits if the publisher came to me and they're like, well, you need to find another job, because guess what I'm going to do? I'm like, well, I just want the community to know I tried standing up for the gamers by giving them the honest truth of what was going on with this game, and I am now terminated thanks to Activision. The only reason why I would do that, and I wouldn't feel bad about it, is because, all right, if you want that kind of negative press, I'm going to give it to you. And I wouldn't even say that that's like childish, because, I mean, number one, you're honestly standing up for the game. You're standing up for your fans. So you're treating them like fans, like people, and not a fucking credit card. But this is literally, I think I'm going to do something real quick. All right, so now this is more honest. Again, please know that we are working hard to make sure that this is the best Call of Duty we've ever made and the best experience possible for credit cards. That's literally what they see you as, what they are treating you like in this response. Definitely more honest. I mean, I did this mostly for shits and giggles, but in all serious, I mean, this is literally, like I said. If you read between the lines, this is literally what their post says. This is more honest to what they have actually written here. And as I said in my previous video on this same topic, if this obviously irritates you, then don't buy the game on any platform, especially PlayStation 4. Send a message to the developers and the publishers and the platformers as a whole, even though Xbox and PC haven't done it. But the message needs to be sent that you're not going to tolerate this kind of crap. Because if you go out, and unfortunately, I hate to have to say this, we know that there's going to be people that do it, and it's probably going to make a decent amount of money. I'm hoping the fans of Call of Duty can ultimately prove me wrong, but we've seen this time and time again where you all buckle under the pressure and you just go and buy it anyway. For once, a lot of people, because of the content on this channel, they constantly tell me to, basically, I shouldn't voice my thoughts and concerns. I shouldn't create videos about these negative subjects. I should just, shut the fuck up and not buy it, send my message to them that way. But as we all know, that doesn't work. And whether you agree with all of my opinions on, the aspects of microtransactions or DLC, DRM, online pass, which is pretty much dead and gone, thank God, by now, it all comes together and correlate. That for once in our pathetic gaming lives, maybe it's time we actually start taking a stand together instead of segregating each other because, well, I don't play Call of Duty. I think the game's dumb. But as you can see, I still make videos on the subject because it's like this affects not just you, the Call of Duty players, but it can affect the entire FPS and TPS, that's third person, and just about any other genre of gaming. It all has the potential to affect the entire gaming community. So even though I don't play this game, I don't care for it, I still stand up for the bullshit when it comes to these games. I did the same thing with Mass Effect 3. I never played that game. But I stood with the players and the fans about that shitty ass fucking ending. So like I said, maybe it's time we stop talking the talk and actually start walking the walk. And for once in our pathetic gaming lives, actually stand for what we say. And send a message by all of us not buying it. I mean, I would love to see articles popping up that like they only sold like 100 copies or 1,000 copies. That would be amazing. And not because, they didn't make money, but because gamers actually stuck to their guns. They cared about this community, not just Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but the massive negative effects this could have on the gaming community as a whole. So, I guess the question is, are you going to be considered a credit card? Or are you going to be considered a fan? The choice is yours.